marks her places and traces, little ghost on my skin, leaves every doorway and faces. Still I keep letting her in. She never carves it in stone, she just lingers in bloom. A silent kingdom she rules in the ghost of her perfume. Lipstick stain on the rim, but she never finishes the glass. Laughing and turning away, I feel her power in the gaps. She marks her places and traces, little ghosts on my skin, leaves every doorway and faces. Still I keep letting her in. She never carves it in stone, she just lingers in bloom. A silent kingdom she rules in the ghost of her perfume. Territory drawn in there, invisible, heavy, sweet. Every breath a quiet dare, every step where we meet. She marks her places and traces, little ghosts on my skin, leaves every doorway and faces. Still I keep letting her in. She never carves it in stone, she just lingers in bloom. A silent kingdom she rules in the ghost of her perfume. You love the chase, you think you chose this race, tracing shadows I left out for you to follow. Every time I drew it in my notebook first, every glance practiced like a well-timed curse. You think you're hunting, but you're on my leash. Every move you're making tightens my reach. Run, run, right where I planned you'd be. You think you're chasing me, I'm the one who's free. Oh, you call it fate, I call it good handwriting. Your name on the line, right where I put the sign in. You swear you're close, you only see what I allow. You swear you lead, tell me who's leading now. You think you're hunting, but you're on my leash. Every move you're making tightens my reach. Run, run, right where I planned you'd be. You think you're chasing me, I'm the one who's free. Funny how the fox can wear a velvet smile, let the hounds go wild while she walks all the while. You never learned that the trick cuts both ways. The hunted writes the map to the hunter's maze. You think you're hunting, but you're on my leash. Every move you're making tightens my reach. Run, boy, run, right where I planned you'd be. You think you're chasing me, Roses on a table, coffee ring, lipstick stain. All night light cuts through the window. She don't flinch at yesterday's name. Every thorn she wrapped herself turned her scars into wealth. She buys her own black roses, signs the card with just her name, raises crystal to reflection to the one who stayed. A woman pouring her own champagne, doesn't bow, doesn't beg, doesn't pray. Self-sufficient romance is the darkest luxury she'll ever taste. Dress still on the hanger, dinner set for only one. She hums over clinking silver, slow dancing with what she's become. Every plea she never heard, every promise she reserved. She buys her own black roses, signs a card with just her name, raises crystal to reflection to the one who stayed. A woman pouring her own champagne, doesn't bow, doesn't beg, doesn't pray. Self-sufficient romance is the darkest luxury she'll ever taste. Who taught you a heart to love? Who told you you were too much? Watch her light the match, let it all burn up. As the petals fall, she just fills her cup. She buys her own black roses, leaves the stems across her plate, toasts the silence at her table to the heart she saved. A woman pouring her own champagne, doesn't bow, doesn't bend, doesn't wait. Self-sufficient romance is the darkest luxury she claims to take. She laughs at numbers on his screen, reads the spaces in between, sees the edits in his draft, knows the joke behind his laugh. She's the reason he'd change his password, not 'cause she'd spy, but 'cause she'd see every folder, every half-truth she'd decoded in her sleep. Knowledge is the real currency, and she's spending it like air. He hides keys under fake names. She's a password billionaire. Search bar, she could map his whole last year. Every question, every craving, painted in the cash so clear. He says, trust me, voice too fast. She just smiles, adds it up. All the tabs he left wide open, all the stuff he covers up. She's the reason he changed his password, not 'cause she looked, but 'cause she'd know what he bookmarks in the dark hours, who he was 3 years ago. Knowledge is the real currency, and she's drowning in the shares. He keeps walls made out of letters. She's a password billionaire. Yeah. catch him red-handed. She can read the gaps in every line, every typo, every timestamp tells a story he can't hide. She's the reason he changed his password, not 'cause she'd pry, but 'cause she'd care. See the fear behind the filters, see the boy behind the dare. Knowledge is the real currency, and she counts it all so fair. He is scared of being seen by a password billionaire. She's a password billionaire. She smiles, says after you, lets them rush the easy win. They're bragging over pennies, she's already counting 10. Coffee ring on a notebook, little arrows, colored ink. They're still asking what the rules are. She's 5 steps past what they think. She plays chess while they play checkers, lines the board before they brag. 3 moves ahead, she's reading every twitch, every tell, every flag. By the time they see the danger, she's moved on to bigger games. A woman like that doesn't chase the crown, she walks in owning the frame. Oh, they talk loud in the hallway, flashy plans, heavy perfume. She just listens from the doorway, mapping exits in the room. They're busy lighting matches just to watch a little flame. She's already built the sprinkler and the fire that makes her name. She plays chess while they play checkers, lines the board before they brag. 3 moves ahead, she's reading every twitch, every tell, every flag. 5 contingencies in motion, all disguised as casual days. A woman like that never asks permission, she rewrites the maze. Tell me, who's the threat here? The one who shouts or the one who hears? They don't know, they've started till they're standing where she steered. Yeah. She plays chess while they play checkers, lines the board before they brag. 3 moves ahead, she's calling every turn, every slip, every snag. Ooh, they still think it's friendly banter, she's already claimed the throne. A woman who outthinks every room she enters, walked in winning alone. Oh, yeah. She said, I don't need you, soft as saying stay. Coffee gone cold, sun already late. Hands on a suitcase, mine on the door frame. Every quiet kindness falls out of frame. She chose herself before she disappeared. She chose herself, and it still draws tears. Self-love isn't selfish when you're bleeding just to smile. She whispers, I don't need you, like a lullaby for survival. Thought I was the lifeline, turns out I was the weight. She laughed through the panic, hiding every earthquake. Now she's in the mirror, calling her own name. Taking back the body, taking back the blame. She chose herself before she disappeared. She chose herself, and it still draws tears. still revive her voice in my memory, soft but standing tall. I don't need you anymore, and that's the bravest thing of all. She chose herself before she disappeared. She chose herself, and it still draws tears. Self-love isn't selfish when you're bleeding just to smile. She whispers, I don't need you, and it finally sounds like a love song in the wild. Blue glow on her face, half-drunk tea going cold. Phone face down on the table, name she could call, she won't. Ceiling cracks, trees, constellations. She draws her own design. Every word, if every almost, filed away under not this time. She wears the crown every time, even when her hands shake. Better heavy on her head than hollow at her waist. If the choices are a fortress or a crowded, fragile mind, she'll take the ache of being solid. She wears the crown every time. Laughter through the thin walls, couples in the hallway, keys. She could soften, she could swallow every sharp edge just to please. But she remembers being smaller, shrinking just to fit the frame. Love for being easy, never once called brave. She wears the crown every time, even when her hands shake. Better heavy on her head than hollow at her waist. If the choices are a fortress or a crowded, fragile mind, she'll take the ache of being solid. She wears the crown every time, every time. Is it power if it's painless? Is it love if she must hide? She traces all the versions of herself, lets the weakest one slide. Says a quiet little promise to the girl she left behind. I won't trade my spine for company. I won't dim so you feel bright. She wears the crown every time, even when her hands shake. Better heavy on her head than hollow at her waist. If the choices are a fortress or a crowded, fragile mind, she'll drink the dark and call it sovereign. She wears the crown every time. She wears the crown every time. They took what they wanted, left her on the kitchen floor. Shaking hands, chipped and mug, quiet phone, slammed door. She traced every tremor like a line on a faded map. Learned the shape of leaving till she finally snapped. She built herself after they broke her piece by piece, scar by scar. Oh, now she stands in a palace made of lessons, every heartbreak a beam, a pillar, a star. Yeah, she built herself after they broke her, turned every crack to part of the art. Now she walks through a palace made of lessons, blueprints inked in the ink of her heart. She framed up the bedroom with the lies that made her small, hung the red flags like curtains, watched them brighten every wall. Every slam door's now an entrance to a room she made her own. Every name they called her carved into the cornerstone. She built herself after they broke her piece by piece, scar by scar. Now she stands in a palace made of lessons, every heartbreak a beam, a pillar, a star. Yeah, she built herself after they broke her, turned every crack and part of the art. Now she walks through a palace made of lessons, blueprints inked in the ink of her heart. Is this strength or just survival? She asks, then laughs, then breathes. Either way, these halls are hers, her ghost pay rent and leave. She built herself after they broke her piece by piece, scar by scar. Yeah. Now she stands in a palace made of lessons, every heartbreak a beam, a pillar, a star. She built herself after they broke her, lit every room from a once dark spark. Now she lives in a palace made of lessons, and she's the queen of Denmark. She wiped your name like dust from the shelf, scrolled one last time, then ghosted herself. Chat thread empty like you never began, facing her photos cropped out of the frame. You thought the silence meant she's hurting, you called it healing, called it fear. But someone who can burn the movie never loved being here. Detachment is a weapon, she wears it like perfume. Walks out of the story, leaves you talking to the room. She deletes you, then she sleeps like it's just another Tuesday lesson. Cause a woman who can vanish you was never in, she just had presence. Detachment is a weapon. You keep your finger on her old front door, replay her laughter like a worn-out war. She keeps her calendar clean as a sheet. You're not a chapter, just a line she skipped. You call it cold, you call it rude, you swear she'll feel it when you're gone. But if she can't erase the ending, she never learned the song. Detachment is a weapon, she wears it like perfume. Walks out of the story, leaves you talking to the room. She deletes you, then she sleeps like it's just another Tuesday lesson. Cause a woman who can vanish you was never in, she just had presence. Detachment is a weapon. Maybe that distance kept her safe. Maybe you're chasing what she never gave. You can't lose what she never let you hold. That's the part that cuts the cold. Detachment is a weapon, she wears it like perfume. Walks out of the story, leaves you talking to the room. She deletes you, then she sleeps like it's just another Tuesday lesson. Cause a woman who can vanish you was never in, she just had presence. Detachment is a weapon. Detachment is a weapon. They call me crazy. Funny how the broke opinions always talk the loudest lately. You want a discount on my peace of mind? Baby, this is top shelf, not some clearance line. They call me intimidating, I call it standards. You can't afford this energy, then change your manners. A woman who knows her worth, doesn't beg, doesn't chase. The price is a price, my love. Take it or give me space. You want access, but you lack effort. Try to sell me smaller dreams than the ones I already weathered. You say I'm too much, you say I'm too strong. Funny how too much means I won't play along. They call me intimidating, I call it standards. You can't afford this energy, then change your manners. A woman who knows her worth, doesn't bend, doesn't break. The price is the price, my love. Take it or watch and hate. Front row seats or you stay outside. I'm not shrinking down so you feel alright. Access ain't free, you invest or you slide. Either you rise up or you get left behind. They call me intimidating, I call it standards. You can't afford this energy, then change your manners. A woman who knows her worth, doesn't beg, doesn't chase. The price is the price, my love. Take it or leave this place. They took what they wanted, left her on the kitchen floor, shaking hands, chipped mug, quiet phone, slammed door. She traced every tremor like a line on a faded map. Learn the shape of leaving till she finally snapped. She built herself after they broke her, piece by piece, scar by scar. Now she stands in a palace made of lessons. Every heartbreak a beam, a pillar, a star. Yes, she built herself after they broke her, turned every crack into part of the art. Now she walks through a palace made of lessons, blueprints inked in the ink of her heart. She framed up the bedroom with the lies that made her small, hung the red flags like curtains, watch them brighten every wall. Every slam door's now an entrance to a room she made her own. Every name they called her, carved into the cornerstone. Oh. She built herself after they broke her, piece by piece, scar by scar. Now she stands in a palace made of lessons. Every heartbreak a beam, a pillar, a star. Yes, she built herself after they broke her, turned every crack into part of the art. Now she walks through a palace made of lessons, blueprints inked in the ink of her heart. Is this strength or just survival, she asks. then laughs, then breathes. Either way, these halls are hers. Her ghosts pay rent, then leave. She built herself after they broke her, piece by piece, scar by scar, yeah. Now she stands in a palace made of lessons. Every heartbreak a beam, a pillar, a star. She built herself after they broke her, lit every room from a once dark spark. Now she lives in a palace made of lessons, and she's the queen of every mark. Café frío en la mesa, labios rojos, pie descalzo en el jabón. Se le quema la arepa, pero sigue marcando el tiempo con el corazón. Se mueve lenta, luego rompe, gira el pelo, tira el miedo al fregador. En su bata, pero el porte es de jefa, firmando guerras con su voz. Latina fire, hielo en las venas, baila sola, peligrosa en la cena. Kitchen floor, turned into arena. She's a woman of two worlds, ven y prueba. Pies descalzos, mente en la cima. If you doubt her, esa es tu ruina. Latina fire, hielo en la mira. Una en la pista, otra en la oficina. Good morning, everyone, y se sienta. Carpeta negra, la mirada de misiles y mami se enderezan. Cuando firma, se les borra el perfil. En su mente suena el bajo mientras traza otro tratado sobre el Zoom. Solo un guiño, medio paso y ese traje tiene ritmo de salón. Latina fire, hielo en las venas, baila sola, peligrosa en la cena. Kitchen floor, turned into arena. She's a woman of two worlds, ven y prueba. Pies descalzos, mente en la cima. If you doubt her, esa es tu ruina. Latina fire, hielo en la mira. Una en la pista, otra en la oficina. Dos pasaportes en la piel. Tu language es sobre la hiel. Reza su abuela, teme el juez, pero ella ríe, ya sabes quién es. Latina fire, hielo en las venas, baila sola, peligrosa en la cena. Kitchen floor, turned into arena. She's a woman of two worlds, ven y prueba. Pies descalzos, mente en la cima. If you doubt her, esa es tu ruina. Latina fire, hielo en la mira. Si la subestimas, firme es tu caída. She said, I don't need you, soft to say and stay. Coffee gone cold, sun already late. Hands on a suitcase, mine on the door frame. Every quiet kindness falls out of frame. She chose herself before she disappeared. She chose herself, and it still draws tears. Self-love isn't selfish when you're bleeding. Just a smile, she whispers, I don't need you, like a lullaby for survival. Thought I was a lifeline, turns out I was the weight. She laughed through the panic, hiding every earthquake. Now she's in the mirror, calling her own name. Taking back the body, taking back the body, taking back the blame. She chose herself truest thing can cut and still revive. Her voice in my memory, soft but standing tall. I don't need you anymore, and that's the bravest thing of all. She chose herself before she disappeared. She chose herself, and it still draws tears. Self-love isn't selfish when you're bleeding. Just a smile, she whispers, I don't need you, and it finally sounds like a love song in the wild. She saves her softest stories for boarding groups and dial seats. Name tag on a rolling suitcase, earbuds hanging half asleep. She asks you headed home or running, laughs and says I'm both. I guess there's a plastic cup of ginger ale and spills the part she's never said. She tells her secrets to strangers on planes, people she'll never see again. Every confession drifting above the rain, a woman afraid of the end. Sharing a truth where nothing remains, practicing freedom at 30,000 feet again. She paints her parents in the past tense, traces lovers in the sky, shows a photo of a tattoo and says, that's where I learned to lie. The man beside her folds his napkin like he's holding something bright. She shrugs, it's easier with someone who disappears into the night. She tells her secrets to strangers on planes, people she'll never see again. Every confession drifting above the rain, a woman unafraid of the end. Sharing a truth where nothing remains, practicing freedom at 30,000 feet again. No last names, no phone saved, just the soft click of the tray. She trades her shame for a paper cup, says it hurts less when I give it up. Yeah. She tells her secrets to strangers on planes, people she'll never see again. Every confession drifting above the rain, a woman unafraid of the end. Sharing a truth where nothing remains, practicing freedom at 30,000 feet again. They call me cold, they call me crazy. Funny how the broke opinions always talk the loudest lately. You want a discount on my peace of mind, baby? This is top shelf, not some clearance line. They call me intimidating, I call it standards. You can't afford this energy, then try to sell me smaller dreams than the ones I already weathered. You say I'm too much, you say I'm too strong. Funny how too much means I won't play along. They call me intimidating, I call it standards. You can't afford this energy, then change your manners. A woman who knows her worth doesn't bend, doesn't break. The price is the price. My love, take it or watch and ache. Front row seats or you stay outside. I'm not shrinking down so you feel alright. Access ain't free, you invest or you slide. Either you rise up or you get left behind. They call me intimidating, I call it standards. You can't afford this energy, then change your manners. A woman who knows her worth doesn't beg, doesn't chase. The price is the price, my love. Take it or leave this place.
She woke up and chose violence in a blazer, in red lipstick, silent calendar full of opponents as meetings. Got a smile like sign here while your ceiling starts leaking. She don't argue, she audits your oxygen, turns her coffee into a hostile taking. Nothing personal as the numbers bleed. Hands stay spotless while the contracts feed. Blood on the ledger, not a stain on her hands. Every digit is a body that she buried in the plan. She don't swing, she signs, turns your life work into land. Blood on the ledger and it's all at her command. Every win is a body, chalk line in a spreadsheet. Your last hope folded in a late night spreadsheet. Queen takes king with the quiet please to me, leaves you smiling in the lobby, barely standing on your feet. She waged war in a ballroom, not a back street. Turn your flagship to a footnote, small print. Backseaty, you say ethics, she say overhead. Pray to prophet, she already read it dead, yeah. Blood on the ledger, not a stain on her hands. Every digit is a body that she buried in the plan. She don't swing, she signs, turns your life work into land. Blood on the ledger and it's all at her command. Chessboard conference room, cold brew, colder doom. Any questions, just the clock ticking out your tune. If you in the way, you already late. She don't raise her voice, she just raised the rate. Blood on the ledger, not a stain on her hands. Every digit is a body that she buried in the plan. She don't swing, she signs, rewrite futures where you stand. Blood on the ledger and it's all at her command.
He sent a novel, typing bubbles every hour. You let it sit there like a glass of water on the counter. Screen face down, keys in your coat. You went out laughing, left his heart on still loading. 3 days blue, you answer with a single word. Now he waits, you choose if he is seen or heard. You slowed it down, then owned every second after. A woman with the
every line like tarot cards. Friends at the table, let it breathe. You said time did the talking. By the time you spoke, he bled. 3 days blue, you answered with a single word. Now he waits, you choose if he is seen or heard. You slowed it down, then on every second after. A woman with the clock in her hand writes the script, writes the next chapter. You don't chase questions, you curate replies. You don't beg for clarity, you ration out your time. He thought love was loud, you taught him it's delayed. Red receipts and quiet gaps, that's how the power's played. 3 days blue, you answered with a single word. Now he waits, you choose if he is seen or heard. You slowed it down, then on every second after. A woman with the clock in her hand writes the script, writes the next chapter.
You said sorry like it solved it, like a bandage on a fault line crack. I said it's okay and I meant it, but I kept the print out of the past. Little late night location change, name on your phone that never rang. All those baby you're crazy claims. Funny how receipts remember names. I forgave you but I never forgot. Not for revenge, just to know what you're not. Every word you've been, every tear I spent, all of it saved in my head like a plot. A woman's memory, that's my greatest database. Every lesson has a label, date, and place. So when love glitches out and the story feels off, I don't blow up, I just log off. You call it dwelling, I call it data. Patterns printed in the smallest favor. The way you're honest when it costs you, versus when the truth might expose you. I scan for silence after questions. Tiny pauses hold confessions. You think I'm healed, cause I don't shout. I just learn what to live without. I forgave you but I never forgot. Not for revenge, just to know what you're not. Every word you've been, every tear I spent, all of it saved in my head like a plot. A woman's memory, that's my greatest database. Every lesson has a label, date, and place. So when love glitches out and the story feels off, I don't blow up, I just log off. This ain't a prison, it's a reference. Pull a folder when I feel that tension. Have I seen this? Have I learned this? If the answer's yes, then I don't flinch. I won't haunt you with old screenshots, but if you slip trust, I clock the drop. I'm moving peace, you can call it cold. I just won't pay twice for what I've been sold. I forgave you but I never forgot. Not for revenge, just to know what you're not. Every word you've been, every tear I spent, all of it saved in my head like a plot. A woman's memory, that's my greatest database. Every lesson has a label, date, and place. So when love glitches out and the story feels off, I don't break down, I just log off. still they call me boss. Gold chain like a warning, lipstick like a scar. You pray to your little gods, I move the real stars. I'm the mafia queen, sign your soul on my sleeve. Every king on his knees, but I'm hard to believe. You can die for my love, you can beg for a ring. I don't answer to blood, I don't answer to kings. I'm the mafia queen, gold crown, unseen, gold crown. I don't raise my voice, things just disappear. One nod from the corner, whole room's drowned in fear. Silk dress, steel dagger, perfume, loaded gun, you're burning for a glance. I'm bored before you're done, yeah. I'm the mafia queen, sign your soul on my sleeve. Every king on his knees, but I'm hard to believe. You can die for my love, you can beg for a ring. I don't answer to blood, I don't answer to kings. I'm the mafia king, cold crown, unseen, cold crown. You want my touch, you want my name. You trade your life to play my game, but I own the night, I write the rules, let emperors drown like pretty fools. I'm the mafia queen, sign your soul on my sleeve. Every king on his knees, but I'm hard to believe. You can die for my love, you can beg for a ring. I don't answer to blood, I don't answer to kings. I'm the mafia queen, cold crown, unseen, so obscene. I'm the mafia queen, you just live in my dream. You hate the mirror, cause it looks like you. Same sharp jawline, same hungry view. Once you wanted something past this town, now you dress your doubt up in hand-me-downs. You scroll my wins like a crime scene shot, circle every flaw like it proves I'm not. But every little comment, every side I sting, reads like I wish I'd done that thing. Every woman who hates her was once just like her, before she chose a pillow over fire in her nerves. Jealousy's just praise buried under weak excuses. Admiration in a mask, hoping no one sees it. The queen doesn't compete, she doesn't chase, she's chosen. Copies crack under heat while she stays golden. You say you never beat me, but I hear it in your tone. Jealousy is admiration, you're too scared to own. You had a dream till you had a couch, traded late nights working for I'm tired now. Told your younger self it's harder than it seems. Now you judge my grind to protect that theme. You call me too much, but you're taking notes, bookmarking outfits, quoting all my quotes. You clap with one hand, shade with the other. I know that language, I speak it from my mother. Hey, every woman who hates her was once just like her, before she chose a pillow over fire in her nerves. Jealousy's just praise buried under weak excuses. Admiration in a mask, hoping no one sees it. The queen doesn't compete, she doesn't chase, she's chosen. Copies crack under heat while she stays golden. You say you'd never beat me, but I hear it in your tone. Jealousy is admiration, you're too scared to own. You could sit beside me or sit and spit my name. Same blood, same spine, just a different game. You can crown yourself or you can throw those stones, but a throne feels lighter than a heart full of I won't. Every woman who hates her wants just like her. Before she chose a pillow over fire in her nerves. Jealousy just praise buried under weak excuses. Admiration in a mask, hoping no one sees it. The queen doesn't compete, she doesn't chase, she's chosen. Copies crack under heat while she stays golden. You say you'd never be me, but I hear it in your tone. Jealousy is admiration. You're too scared to own, too scared to own. Blue glow on her face, half drunk, tea going cold. Phone face down on the table, name she could call. She won't. Ceiling cracks trace constellations. She draws her own design. Every what if, every almost filed away under not this time. She wears the crown every time, even when her hands shake. Better heavy on her head than hollow at her waist. If the choices are a fortress or a crowded, fragile mind, she'll take the ache of being solid. She wears the crown every time. Oh, laughter through the thin walls, couples in the hallway, keys. She could soften, she could swallow every sharp edge just to please. But she remembers being smaller, shrinking just to fit the frame. Love for being easy, never once called brave. She wears the crown every time, even her hands shake. Better heavy on her head than hollow at her waist. If the choices are a fortress or a crowded, fragile mind, she'll take the ache of being solid. She wears the crown every time, every time. Is it power if it's painless? Is it love if she must hide? She traces all the versions of herself, lets the weakest one slide. Says a quiet little promise to the girl she left behind. I won't trade my spine for company. I won't dim so you feel bright. She wears the crown every time, even when her hands shake. Better heavy on her head than hollow at her waist. If the choices are a fortress or a crowded, fragile mind, she'll drink the dark and call it sovereign. She wears the crown every time. She wears the crown every time.